It's finally a quarter to the weekend and we couldn't be more excited, particularly because it's going to get colder these next 2 days. Nevertheless, you're watching Smell the Coffee with Diana Master and Ina Riza Quayo in her Canadian suit. How you doing, baby girl?
I'm doing great. How you doing, sweetie? What is Canadian suit?
A denim jacket and denim jeans.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what they call a Canadian
Every day
suit.
we learn something new.
Exactly.
Every day.
Every day is something new. Yes. Denim on denim. I think denim on denim actually looks good.
It's so old. Like, I only wore it because it was the first thing that I saw. Also, I think I need to change. I am never one to pick out my outfits the night before or the Sunday before. You know, some people are so organized. They lay out all their outfits on Sunday. They have Monday, Tuesday,
Wednesday.
up until Friday.
Yeah.
You know, all planned, all sorted out for the week. And then there's us. In the
I have
morning,
weeks where I do that. I have
Nah.
weeks where I know, okay, on Monday I'm going to wear this. Tuesday, because I have this and this, I'm going to wear that. Wednesday. And then there are times like this week, I will be honest, I have been very lazy. So it's kind of just being like, whatever I find.
But I will tell you what I do. What I do is I think of my outfits as I go to bed. Now I'm lying in bed, or in the morning when I wake up, just, you know, you set your alarm maybe for 6 and then you only need to go bath at 7 or 6:30. So you have this moment by yourself
To sit
you
and
pray,
reflect.
you do your affirmations, you just think, you just soft,
You defrost.
Yes, you defrost from
yeah.
the sleep. So I use that time to now
plan.
think of my outfit. Okay, I'll take this top. Where is this pants? Where is this blazer?
But
I
then
just
what
think
happens
of
when
it.
those things are not there?
That's the issue now. Then I have to go scramble and look for something else.
I think for me it's because of my mom. My mom was always that, she's that person that is like, plan your things the night before so that in the morning you're not scrambling, you're not running around like a headless chicken. So all of us always knew, okay, even your school uniform, you know exactly where your socks are. Because God forbid morning comes and you ask Hazel, have you seen my socks? Yo! She's like, are they my socks? Do we wear them together? Did I not tell you to take out your things the night before? So that's always been a thing in my head. But then sometimes I'm just lazy. And then if the thing that I want is not where I want it to be, luckily, because I live by myself with just my daughter, so I know exactly where my clothes are. I know where my jeans are. I know where this is. But on the rare occasion that I can't find that thing, I'm just like, you know what, next best plan.
I think it's so important to just be organized. Or sort out your life, organize your stuff, plan ahead. There's a saying, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail.
Yes. If you fail to plan, you plan to fail.
Plan, sweetie. Plan ahead.
Plan ahead. It's absolutely
Don't be like
important.
me. Don't be like me. But I'm used to it. I'm now a pro at this. I've been doing it for
all
my life.
All your life.
Yeah.
It's just who you are.
It's just who I am. I can grab a look within 2 seconds.
But what about on that instance, that one instance where you've planned this outfit
and then it doesn't work?
And then it doesn't work out and you're just like, oh my goodness, what do I do? This worked so well in my head.
It depends on the time I have. There are days where I care to look nice, and then there are days where I'm just like,
you know what,
whatever. This is who I am. Accept me for who I am, and that's just that on that. So it depends. For me, if it doesn't work out, I might still wait, and with just that I don't care attitude. Or I might find something else.
Okay. Well, I have a mini panic attack when the outfit that I planned in my head doesn't look as nice as I want it to look, because it's like, it was supposed to work. But nevertheless, we will be right back as we get into our top stories, starting with the biggest bombshell to hit us, which is in the Diddy case. So stick around for details coming up right after this. Now, before we get into our top stories, just a reminder, Namibia is gearing up to host the 2025 AUSC Region 5 Youth Games from July 4th to the 13th, with some events set to take place in Swakopmund. After Mozambique pulled out, Namibia stepped up to the plate, proving we're more than ready to host a world-class youth sports event. Over 2,500 athletes and officials from 10 Southern African countries will compete across 12 sports, including football, swimming, netball, volleyball, etc. It's not just about sport, it's about youth empowerment, regional unity, and cultural exchange. So let the games begin. Nevertheless, in our top stories, Hailey Bailey is sailing smooth into summer with some very cozy company aboard. Photos recently splashed across the internet showed the Little Mermaid star living her best life on a yacht in Italy, soaking up the sun with a mystery man who's got social media doing a double take. From flirty kisses to hands that definitely weren't keeping things PG, the energy between them screams more than just friends. Sis was serving heat in a cheeky bikini, giving him a full face guard and curve appeal, posing like she knew she was the main attraction. At one point, the bikini nearly gave a little too much, but judging from Hailey's smile, she wasn't pressed at all. She looked relaxed, glowing, and fully in her element. The luxury vacation comes while Hailey is still handling real life back home. She's currently in a custody battle with ex-boyfriend DDG over their son Halo. The two were in court as recently as June 24th, but a judge did give her the green light to travel to Italy for a 2-month filming project. And yes, she's allowed to bring baby Halo along. DDG was also granted permission to visit, but supervised. Meanwhile, the internet's also buzzing about DDG spending time with influencer India Love. So both parents seem to be moving on either way.
I'm so happy for Little Mermaid.
Love it for her.
Love you, sweetie. The
Love
most gorgeous girl in the
Love
world.
it for you.
Like, so gorgeous. And I'm so glad that she found love. She's not like, you know, in this DGD drama. Because you all know, sweetie, I didn't love that for her.
Because I think sometimes also men thrive when there's drama. They love the drama. They love. I had a guy ask me, have you ever done something crazy for a man? I'm like,
what?
No. And he was disappointed. Because
what did he
men
expect you
believe
to have done?
He expected me to have, like, I don't know, slash this man's tires or something. I'm like,
what?
Why would I ever do that?
Some of us are not
Ew.
that dramatic. Sweetie, you will catch a block and we'll forget about
And we'll forget about you.
Like you've never existed.
Like, honestly.
That's how I move in my life.
That's
like,
how you should move, because men want to know, oh, she's thinking about me.
Nah,
she slashed my
sweetie.
tires because she's so obsessed with me. No,
Sweetie.
boo. We move. We keep things
Sweetie,
moving over here.
no one will ever take me out of my character.
Exactly. Thank
Particularly
you.
a man.
A man.
No, sweetie.
Nah.
Like, why do you want me to act crazy? For me, if you treat me poorly, if I see I'm not appreciated there, you catch
move.
a block and I move.
Exactly.
And that's just the way it is in
And
my
men
life.
get so hurt when you move on because they're like, how dare you move on from
Colleague.
me? Colleague.
You're
Life
not that
goes
important.
on. You're not.
You are not that important. Now, if you are wondering if Didi did do it, he definitely did do it, and this is according to a court. Now, a verdict has been reached, and Didi is guilty of transportation for prostitution of ex-girlfriend Casey and Jane, and not guilty on the more serious charges on racketeering, conspiracy, and sex trafficking. Judge Arun denied him bail. Supporters are waiting to see him walk out of court were left disappointed, and he will be returning to a Brooklyn jail. Didi now faces 20 years in prison, and he is expected to be sentenced on the 3rd of October. Last week, we have witnessed the gradual ongoing case of the hip-hop's biggest icon taking a stand where his girlfriend Cassie Ventura and an anonymous Jane, who said they were physically brutalized and forced into sex acts by Didi, took him to court. We also heard from celebrities like Kid Cudi and Dawn Richard Others still, hotel workers, assistants, makeup artists, say they have found themselves wrapped up in his world. One, they say, was filled with drug and violence. The rapper had admitted to domestic violence but has always denied any non-consensual sexual encounters or any large racketeering scheme. Now this page has been closed, but we continue to cover the proceedings of this case, including the sentencing. So the sentencing, 3rd of October, but we know he's going to get 20 years in prison.
Okay, because I'm now a law expert from the one show that I watched. I think what they did, right, was that they knew they weren't going to be able to get him on all those charges. So they pushed for the maximum sentencing for these other charges that they found him guilty on.
Yes, because there was no way he was going to walk free. There was no way he was going to walk.
I saw an article somewhere that said that Diddy supporters were celebrating with baby oil outside the courts.
What? That's so wrong.
Like, why?
That's disturbing.
It's very disturbing. It is absolutely disturbing. And
that's
sick.
also like recalling trauma for the victim.
For the victims, yes. It's basically a big F you to the victims to say, you know what, we stand with Diddy whether he did it or not. Why are you celebrating with baby oil?
That's so rude. That's like
vile.
Uncalled for, like all the negative words in the dictionary. That's that.
That is that.
Like
Oh my
people are so mean. But you know, I'm glad that there is some sort of justice for the victims.
It may not be full justice, but like you're saying, there is at least some justice. Because when I saw that he wasn't guilty of racketeering, of all the other charges. To myself, I thought, okay, well, this man is definitely going to walk.
He's also not free. He's also not guilty of sex trafficking.
Sex trafficking. So when you said that he's not guilty, I just thought to myself, okay, well, it seems we are experiencing some technical difficulties. Please bear with us as we sort that out.
eTicket, your online ticket solution for events and event marketing, bringing you ease of mind and making sure that your event gets out there. For more information, contact events@nmh.com.na.
They say that the way to get started is to quit talking about it and just begin the doing. Now, joining us right now is a man who has done the things that needs to be done. He is Martin Nankela, who is the founder of the Business Summit Namibia. How are you doing?
I'm perfect, thanks. How are you?
I am fantastic. Let's talk about the overview of the FNB City of Windhoek Business Summit in Namibia. What inspired the creation, and also what can we as your guest expect on that day?
Well, I think we started the platform 5 years ago.
Yeah.
This is the fifth one, the fifth edition. Initially, what we wanted to do is just to create a platform where we can bring entrepreneurs into the room, corporate individuals in the room, industry players in the room, and have a conversation around entrepreneurship. I think we believe that entrepreneurship is a catalyst that we can use to solve for things like unemployment and wealth creation. So yeah, that's what the platform is all about. It's really just an information sharing platform where we want to inspire people to take up the entrepreneurship journey.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And I understand that Connie Ferguson is coming.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why did you choose her to come? Why Connie? Why not Bonang? Why not Aina? Why not Marianne Pembe or someone else?
Yeah, so every year
Yeah.
we try to bring in different people. This year it is Connie Ferguson. I think one thing that has really been on topical and being on top agenda, especially even from Her Excellency with the State of the Nation address, is reviving the creative industry. As you may know, the creative industry in Namibia is a bit slow and a bit redundant. I think Connie carries that expertise from a filmmaking perspective, and I think her coming to Namibia and will amplify that conversation and hopefully assist us to help revive the creative industry. So yeah, that's really what it's about. We try to be relevant with every session, and I think Connie is a big player when it comes to. She's just launched her new series, Kings of Joburg season 3. It's magnificent stuff, and so that's what we want to see from a Namibia perspective as well. And we really think that her coming here would help us revive the creative industry and make it a lucrative income-bearing industry as well. Yeah.
I think it will also. Apart from Connie, let's talk about more of your guest speakers or keynote speakers. Who can we expect?
Yeah, so the Business Summit Namibia is a Namibian platform for Namibians. Yes, we do bring in guests from outside the country, but 90% plus of our speakers are locally sourced. We have industry players, like I've mentioned, your BPAS, your NAMRAs, City of Windhoek themselves, FNB, will be sending representatives to be part of the conversation. But we also have local entrepreneurs like your Zodidi Gasep, we have Zulu Boy, Shikulo Pinyas. We'll be announcing a few more. I don't want to ruin the surprises, but there's about 5-6 entrepreneurs that will be welcoming, Namibian entrepreneurs that will be part of the summit as well. So it's going to be an exciting platform, and we're going to have a very great conversation.
From what I've picked up from our conversation, you mentioned Namibian entrepreneurs a lot, which leads me to my next question. Who's the summit intended for? Is it only for Namibian entrepreneurs, or can students also benefit? And how can they benefit if that's the case?
So the common evil, as I've mentioned, is unemployment. And really, it's not just for entrepreneurs, people that are already in business, but we're looking at people that are aspiring to become business people as well. Students are a very good crop. I think if we can inspire our students to get into that thinking of entrepreneurship, we will be able to have a very healthy ecosystem when it comes to entrepreneurship. So we definitely want entrepreneurs. We want people that are not yet into entrepreneurship, that are looking to become entrepreneurs. We also want students, people that have no entrepreneurial background, but we want everybody to start somewhere. I think the entrepreneurship conversation is very far and wide, and everybody should be part of it. It shouldn't just be limited to people that are already doing the business, but people that are looking, just getting information about what business is about, so what are the good things, bad things, and stuff that are happening in the business ecosystem.
Yeah, and I love that, business is sort of the center point for 100%. Everyone. You can have content creators who are coming to tap from Connie. You can have students 100%. Who are aspiring to be content business people, and so forth and so on. 100%. So this summit has been in existence before, right? Yeah. So how is this going to be different? How is this year's edition different from the previous years?
Well, it's a lovely question. I think because we always try to challenge ourselves to be better every year with every edition. I think obviously Connie's presence within itself already brings a new variety in the type of business and type of stuff that we're looking at. But what we're really trying to also incorporate into this event is breakaway sessions and a networking opportunity. So basically, it's not just you're going to sit down and listen to people talking, but what we actually want to do is create a platform and environment where people can network. And there will be breakaway sessions where after the summit, people will go into different rooms, break away and find out the information that they want to have from the different relevant industry stakeholders. So if you are into arts, for example, you are into filmmaking, we'll have a representative for each industry there where you can go and get the insights that you want to have. So there's going to be exhibitions as well. We have about 20 plus local entrepreneurs that will be showcasing their products. So it's a good platform to expose them and also for us as Namibians to consume what they have produced. So yeah, that's what's going to be different. But we do guarantee a stellar event. That is not just about the nice stuff, but really where people can grasp and get all the necessary relevant information when it comes to business.
Yeah, I think it's also a good platform for people to go and get a mentor, go and meet a
Yeah.
mentor at
Yeah.
this place.
Yeah.
You will be in a room filled with so many amazing people.
100%.
My question to you is, how do sponsors like FNB or City of Windhoek come to play in this? What is their role?
Yeah. So obviously the City of Windhoek has a mandate to really not just amplify businesses and local development in the community, but also, you know, help in the informal sector, the SME sector, and so on and so forth. So that's where they come in. I think if you look at things like places like Soweto Market, your markets, they essentially drive the business movements that happen there. So they have a very, very good understanding of what's happening locally within Windhoek when it comes to business. And they have a strong mandate where they want to amplify businesses. So that's where they come in. They want to show the public that they're interested in business, that they are funding businesses, that they're investing in opportunities for business people in Windhoek. And then FNB obviously is a bank. They finance businesses, I think, but again, they just want to give back to community to show that in as much as they are a profitable organization, they also want to see business moving up. And the more businesses are moving up, hopefully the more clientele they can get. So it's all connected to a certain point. So I think the common agenda is really development within the country, within Namibia, within Windhoek. And hopefully after that, we can start expanding the development into the other towns.
How will you measure the success of this event?
Yeah, I think so. So we try to do post summit reviews after every session, so after 3 months, 6 months, and so on. And what we really want to engage after these sessions is really people to actually putting the information into work. We want to see people saying, look, because of the summit, I took the information I got, I put it in my business, and now my business has scaled. So that for me is really, it's not just so much about consuming the information, but seeing people actually putting it into action. That would be lovely to see. And also maybe people that never thought they would go into business, actually starting businesses, that's something that we'd want to see. Or people that didn't think, okay, maybe I want to do business, maybe I don't, but actually after the summit, thinking I need to start a business. I need to increase diversify my income portfolio. These are the kind of things that we want to trigger in people, and we want to see the action part of things. And because we know the multiplier effect, when you increase your income, diversify your income portfolios, you become a more productive consumer and productive citizen. And that's what we want to see basically after the summit.
And finally, where can we get the tickets? Is it free? Do I need to call you?
Yeah.
Like, how do I get to the summit?
Yeah, so we've worked hard to really create a social media presence. So we are all over social media, TikToks, I don't know what the young people call it these days, the Instagrams, the Facebooks, the LinkedIns, Twitters, we're everywhere, and the poster is up there. But most importantly, the tickets are at Web Tickets and Pick n Pay stores countrywide. So if you go on Web Tickets, the website, you can buy it online, or if you go to a Pick n Pay retailer, you will be able to access the tickets there as well.
Give us the date of the summit, give us the price, give us the venue, in case you, in layman's terms, just so that your audience can
100%.
know.
Yeah, so it's happening on the 5th of July, on a Saturday. It's going to be happening at Hilton Garden Inn Hotel, just in Central Business District. It's going to be starting at 4 o'clock on that Saturday. The tickets are going for $390 for the general tickets. The VIP tickets are sold out. Exhibitions are also sold out. The corporate tables are sold out. So it's only general tickets left.
It's only
if
I buy a general ticket, can you guarantee that I'll take a picture with Connie?
I'll try.
Martin, thank you so much for joining us on Smell the Coffee.
Thank you. Nice to stay. Thank you for having me.
All right, we will be right back. Stick around.
And that's all the time we have for you today, but we'll be back again tomorrow, same time, same place.